So you might not have seen today, Mitch McConnell essentially did a 180 on his position for replacing Supreme Court vacancies or filling Supreme Court vacancies that take place in the last year of a presidency. He was asked about that. They played the clip where he said, if a vacancy comes about, I'd fill it. Here is Kamala's reaction.
He also said he will fill it, but that actually is the job of the President of the United States, not Mitch McConnell. So we also have to do a little history about the division of responsibilities between the United States Congress and the executive branch. That being said, Lawrence, speaking of the executive branch, on the issue of choice, look, the current President of the United States ran on a campaign that said women should be punished if they have an abortion.
Okay, so this is actually, in my opinion, her worst answer. So it's important for me to explain the context. Mitch McConnell blocked Merrick Garland for a year, and he said, well, it's because it's the year before an election, you can't have one. Today, he rubs it in everybody's face and goes, oh, if it's right before the election, we're gonna fill that position. Now, the correct answer to that is not, hey, he's not the president, actually the president.
Yeah.
No, that's not the point. No, Mitch McConnell wasn't claiming to be president. No, this was a softball. It was the biggest softball I've ever seen. Come on, hit it, right? And so the correct answer is this hypocrite, Mitch McConnell, comes out and says that you can't fill a seat a year before an election when Obama's president. Now it turns around. Did you see that smug smile on his face? He does that because he knows he's a hypocrite and doesn't care. And you know what the problem is, Lawrence? People like you on cable news don't call him out enough, okay? So I got CNN telling me Mitch McConnell's this or that, it's just Trump. It isn't just Trump. Mitch McConnell's the worst of the worst. Now, Kamala Harris is never gonna do that because, oh, that's my beloved colleague in the Senate. Oh, hell no, hell no. Then you're not the right person at the right time.
Do you think that's why she gave that answer though, because she thinks Mitch is her friend?
No, but see, Brooke, that's a great question because you got, for a regular person, you think that can't be it, right? Mitch McConnell ain't nobody's friend, right? No, but I'm telling you, we now have people on the inside. The intel back from Congress is they're obsessed with their goddamn colleagues.
Yeah.
The Republicans don't care at all. Nope. And they're just like, oh yeah, oh yes, colleagues. Yeah, that's a good one. Colleagues, yeah, that's right, you should be nice to us. And then they take out a giant knife and like, boom, right in the kidneys, wherever and they bleed out the Democrats. But the Democrats, when it comes to not just Republicans, but even more importantly, their corporate Democrat colleagues. You think Kamala Harris is ever gonna call out another Democrat? Is ever gonna say Joe Manchin, that some bitch, won't vote with us? And he's gonna cost you health care. The reason 28 million people in this country don't have health care is because of people like Joe Manchin. She would never do that. But if you're not gonna do that, you're not gonna pass any laws. You're not gonna get anything done, right? So that's why that answer was the worst. I mean, if you can't say it about Mitch McConnell, the absolute worst Republican, in a moment where he's being the most hypocritical, then I'm worried you're never gonna say it about anybody, and you're gonna try to do beer summits, and we're gonna have 4 years of absolutely nothing.
Yep. Is it bad though that I wasn't so focused on her answer to that as much as I thought the question was a complete waste of my time? Because when this situation happened, when President Obama was still in office, everyone knew why he was doing it. Everyone knew that what he was saying was a lie. And they were essentially being like, listen, we just want this seat. We just want this seat. This is what we just want this seat. And then they get the seat, they get another seat. I guess, I don't know, what do you think, essentially the question was, what do you think about what we have all understood for years now? That was a waste of my time, I don't know.
But then she didn't give that answer though. That's why I said it was a softball, right? It's as big a softball as you could ask for, and she just whiffed on it.
Yeah. This is my question about Kamala Harris, because we all saw her, the time no one can deny she shines is on cross-examination, or not even cross-examination, just like questioning a witness, grilling a witness. But in that situation, she has disclosure and prep time, which makes me question during a debate how she's gonna fare, because this happened today. My thought is that Kamala Harris is smart and great on her feet when it comes to these kinds of things, but this makes me question whether she's actually great on her feet, because this thing came up today. She could have very easily tracked it to exactly what you're saying, which is that Democrats, can say what all the angles are, but they can't play any of them. But in this moment, she needed to say Mitch McConnell sucks, and I'll tell you why. Because she had tons of half lines about how Donald Trump sucks, and I'll tell you why. But they were all focus group within an inch of her life. It comes back to authenticity. It comes back to whether you're a good candidate, and she seemed not to be. Maybe just today, maybe she had an off day, because I saw her on her original CNN town hall, and she seemed to be pretty damn good.
Now, that's a good point, though, Brett, about how she might not have been ready for that question since Mitch McConnell said that comment today. But that does not speak well of her at all. Because, all of us here are born ready. You know why? Because we hate Mitch McConnell. And we hate what he did to the Supreme Court and what he's done to money in politics, what he's done to abortion rights. And we're seething about Mitch McConnell. She don't look like she's seething. So, yeah.
It's an old situation, too.
But it's the height of Mitch McConnell being so terrible. It's that moment in Game of Thrones where Mitch McConnell just goes, power is power, and that's it. And what's she gonna do about it? Well, nothing.
That's what a lot of them do. And that's why they hate those young women who are in Congress, because those young women did not come to play. And that's why they call Ayanna Pressley angry when she questioned Ben Carson, because that's what it takes right now. You gotta roll up your sleeves and you gotta go in there. And listen, if she just found out about this today, what happens when they just drop a bomb today? You gotta get prepped for that? Like, you gotta be the president of the, I didn't finish college, and I'm not a scholar by any stretch. I don't even pretend to be, but common sense will let me know that you gotta figure out, and you gotta know you gotta be quick on your feet if you're gonna be the president of the United States. Look at Nimrod. Nimrod is up there, and he won't answer any question, no matter how wrong he answers the wrong questions. Nimrod will always answer the question with passion.
2 easy ways to follow the Young Turks. One is hit the subscribe button down below, then you're a TYT subscriber. And second is ring the bell. And when you do that on YouTube, you're notified of our videos.